I'm just going to video this quickly. We're at Bournemouth Station. I'm with Sven, obviously. And he's come up with this conclusion that I have to say is fascinating. That this building here, which would be given as a Victorian, I think the guy said 1870 something, station. Apparently 4 tracks, now 2. That this is the outside of a building. Actually, it was never designed as one station, that there's 2 buildings here. There's that building over there, all those fitments and so on are exterior fitments. I'm bringing you this side, these doors, these windows and so on. They're sort of outside things. This is obviously a later roof. I think that it's cut in when you look here, up in this area here. This brickwork on everyone, I don't even have to start, I can just look at them and you'll see that that brickwork is very much like an add-on, that they cut they cut the wall open so that they could put these girders in. And that these big windows would have been bedroom windows. And these would have been lounge type, or also bedroom.
See there with the subway as well, how deep it goes below the structure.
Sorry about the at least they're not giving distancing warnings like they used to, you know. This is all blocked in window now. Again, could be building exterior. You know, all of that seems building exterior. You know, it doesn't make sense to create. I know you need a high roof and so on, but I think this is Victorian work tagged on top of it. So I beg the question, you know, did the rest of the building behind there, did the rest of that building suffer such that they only had the facade to work with in some cases, like here? Just a thought.
Yeah, that's a good. I mean, from that level down. I mean, look at this. This goes down. There.
Yeah, well beneath the basement level now. This is obviously well above my head. So we're being dropped down. But obviously, that's underpass under a track and under a thing. But I think a lot of the tracks were also dug back out. For me, a lot of the train tracks were digs to get the train going again. It is weird to have the train running right overhead. Strange sensation. Sound horn?
I think you have the sound horn.
Are you well? Do you have a sound horn?
I reckon that's just Antiquitech put on its side. That normally goes on the top of one of those upside down cones that we see.
Oh yeah, nice one.
I mean?
Yeah. I get the horn there.
So again,
yeah, look at that.
This is what we were talking about, wasn't it? That's.
Oh yeah, and these big arches have been closed in.
That's exterior design.
Yeah, and they were big archways, clearly bricked in. And these ones are exposed. You could say it's part of the design, but there's more archway up there.
Yeah.
Just a wall buttressed to create the pillars for the, but it doesn't kind of match in the way they were put together. You can tell like they were cutting brick and reforming section in order to get the steel work in, and then I think probably building these down walls, these buttress walls, which
I think they might have added them to.
This again, it's reinforcing, what you pointed out on the on those the spires, those extra supporting arms that we've been looking at. It's the same thing where the wall needs to be supported. The weight of the steel structure, the roof, all needs to be supported on what was. I mean, to be fair, when I look at the outside of this also looks like outside wall.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? So it looks like you've got 2 outside walls from the inside and from the outside.
Yeah.
Interesting. So we're saying, and then it was built for a train station, you know, this is the thing.
Yeah, well, yeah, maybe.
Was it all built at the same time then?
But why, you know, again, there's windows up there in the top.
Right, exactly. Why are some bricked
Why-
up like they don't
why
need them
brick-
anymore?
yeah.
Well, you would have factored that in the first place, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you know, because so this
So
suggests
they've
that
added
this
this.
is tacked on, this building in front here.
This is tacked on.
Yeah. Whoops. This is all tacked on later in front of this wall, in front of this section.
Yeah.
It just it doesn't really add up. And you know, it. Those were the walls. Those were the bricked-in windows that we saw from the inside up there. Those are the bricked-in windows that we saw on the inside. So, were they just a security risk because they've got this platform now someone could stand on?
On the
You know,
roof.
the original designer would not have created such a headache for himself, herself. Yeah. It's a long street of construction. Again, you know, with a small population, I suppose you could say you need the length of a train to be inside and undercover. Yeah, maybe. Victorians certainly get a lot of credit for all of this. In 20, 30 years, maybe a span of 40 years, they've put together so much infrastructure in every small place that often looks like this. There's questions for sure. But, keep digging. 1885. There you go. So while they were busy doing the town hall, well, a lot of those other big buildings we've looked at, they were also doing this one. A million bricks perhaps, who knows. Yeah, was it done in 2 stages? Yeah, it seems so. Was there a 3rd stage that's been hidden beneath all of that? Yeah, I still plump for that. Yeah, why clad this both inside and out?
Yeah.
With
both inside and out.
like outside, you know, you could say, well, it's a train station and that's the nature of it. But see that sailboat out there? You can see the horizon behind it. The conditions are pretty good today. Far behind it. But I reckon if I went down on the beach, I'd be able to get that boat to appear to disappear. Or at least look level with the horizon. The surface of all standing bodies of water are horizontal and parallel. Only works on a plane.